All right. Hey, everyone. Sorry, it's a little crazy around here. I'm late as always. I'm not going to keep you guys long. This is going to be a really quick one. Um, just kind of wanted to hop on and catch up. I was supposed to go on Friday, um, and it didn't. And then it was just Memorial Weekend, which how was everybody's Memorial Weekend? I hope everybody stayed safe. I hope everybody had a good time. I hope you guys got together with your friends and family, and I hope it was awesome. Mine was a very laid back one. I was supposed to go on Friday and talk about Miss Katie Cawthorn, um, and I was already. I actually got my shirt. I was so excited to go on and show everybody, which I'll talk about here in a second. Um, I was just so excited, and then that evening, me and my youngest took a trip down the stairs, and he's fine. You know, he was kind of looking at me like a cross between "What the hell, mom?" and "Can we kind of do it again?" But my old ass, on the other hand, uh, the only thing it was like whiplash. I remember getting in a car accident, and my back and my neck was just I couldn't look up down, I couldn't look sideways. Now I can, rotation. So I was gonna go on Saturday, and I just had such a bad headache from it that there was no way I was gonna be able to come on. But yeah, we are going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about Miss Katie Cawthorn. Um, where'd she go? There she is. Let me take this banner down so you guys can see there. It's going all wackadoodle. Anyways, we're going to talk about Katie tonight, and I'll talk more about it tonight. It's just spooky. It's chilling. I mean, it happened in October. She was last seen on October 1st, and by the interview given from a family friend, she was officially reported. It was on the report as the 11th. So October, I just imagine it as one of those stories you just sit around a campfire and you tell a spooky story to around the time, and it's real. She literally walked out the door and vanished, and that is all we know. So I really hope you guys tune in for that. I went back through the interview, and wrote down notes. I'm going to stick to them very, very much, run through them, and then we can go over thoughts afterwards. That's always been the plan with most of these interviews, was to go on and do an interview with the family. Yeah, it's a problem of interrupting and getting the questions out. And, I've talked so much behind the scenes with them, but a majority of them will, they will say they just feel like they had to get everything out. They're nervous of rambling on if the question not, if the question's answered. And I tell them just to, relax, and we kind of just go with the flow. It's live. It's unedited, it's raw. So after we did that, the plan was always for me to go back and kind of rehash them and bring out the highlights and kind of come back here with you guys and discuss them, elaborate here, go back over things that, we didn't ask in the interview, all of that type of stuff. But there was just, at the time, there was just so many stories coming in, and then things started really, I know it doesn't look like much up here, y'all, but things within the investigation, because of what we were doing here, really started taking off for some of them. And that's the goal, of course, but it was all just happening at once. They were coming in, things were going on behind the scenes with the investigations, and I never really got the time to go back and do that. So that's what I've been focusing on, especially in my downtime here that I've had, is going back over them and coming back on and incorporating my perspective, my opinions, my thoughts. So that's what we're going to do with Katie tonight. I have Caitlin Ledbetter's done. I know people have been wondering, that was a very confusing interview for many reasons. And when we go over that, I will get into that a lot more. Just to slow it down, just take them all and slow them down now, because that was always the plan. And I'm at a moment to do that. So that's what I'm going to do. I've been doing that since I haven't been able to move. I have been editing. I just released the Gainsborough recording part 1, which I'm going to rename. But I have been going through the full recording, and I'm editing out just names that doesn't need to be in there. Privacy, respect, that's one of the ways we are able to do what we have done behind the scenes and on here. It's a whole team effort here. Was maintaining that privacy publicly. And yeah, I mean, with Gainsborough, they're asking for that now. They want to listen to you again, the DA's office there. I have that information. But so with that recording, I have been going slowly through. I'm taking out names. That's the only thing I'm editing out. There are information in there that I just think that should be withheld for right now, especially with them asking everybody to call the DA's office. Things like the position and stuff like that, that only people within, those certain details. So I promise you, those are the only things that I am keeping out, because it's not known to everybody. And I think there are things in there that still should be preserved right now. So that's what I'm doing. And once it's done, we're going to talk about just releasing the full thing. And I think by the time it's done, everybody will know. We'll all be on the same playing field. I'm going to go back to the beginning. I'm going to take it from the top. I'm going to literally bring up messages. I'm going to keep that privacy, but the people that wanted to remain anonymous have also said that I could use their accounts, just lightly, and I feel that I am able to do that in a way that will still reserve their privacy. And honestly, a lot of them said, they would be recorded. They would do this privately. And it's awesome that the DA is asking. And I encourage all those people to call that number. I appreciate y'all coming here. I could do it, but I would rather, again, on my part, to keep that and you guys go to them. But yes, so the recording that I did release, part 1, you will hear that in this recording that I'm editing out. But this is going to be the full, I'm keeping, any name that I feel that needs to be heard in there, because some of the things that you guys are telling me has base and is corroborated in there. So we're going to take it from the top. I'm going to go back and start from February and speak on things as they come, because believe it or not, people out there in Gainsborough, we have had a lot of support. But I also know that there's a lot of people out there in Gainesborough running my name through the mud, and they don't think I know, but I do. As like last week, I seen somebody, she's slandering a man that's been gone for 33 years. And I mentioned his name one time, but when I did mention his name, all the comments I got about this man, I'm looking at the comments and I'm looking at these people and I'm looking at the comments and I'm looking at these people All right. But yeah, we'll get into all that. The main thing I want to say there is, no matter what you guys are out here fighting, no, this didn't happen, this happened, it doesn't matter. And when I say it doesn't matter is when they came in, they weren't trying to figure it out. I don't even know how they begin to speak on how they even know from what I've heard and when the accounts and all of this coming in to paint this picture, they didn't take the steps. And when I release this recording, when we get there, those people, y'all in Gainesboro know, and my ears were ringing because I heard all of you before I heard that. So that's what I've been doing in my downtime. It is 2 hours. On top of that, I've done Caitlin's, I've done Katie's. I'm gearing up for Gainesboro. I'm going to go over Diana's. I'm going to touch back on Leon's. All the people that I have done interviews with is what I'm going to do. So starting tonight, we're going to come on about Miss Katie. You can go back and watch the interview. The audio on my end and the words are the captions and the words are off. So you'll have to watch that. So I literally just listened to it as I went through with my notes. I know there are creators out there who have reached out that have been saying that they have been going over some of these, and that's what I want you to come in. As horrible as I am at telling it, I want you guys to come ask me I will break it down. I'm perfectly good at doing that off camera. It's just harder up here, and I'm getting used to it. But they have become interested in these cases, and that is what I'm doing. So if you are out there, come tune in, ask me the questions, say, wait, Ash, go back to here. Whoa, let's talk about anything, because I want you guys to understand for them the best that you can. And I've had a lot of problems with coming up here with being myself. And honestly, you guys, I'm doing my part. I'm going to talk. I'm going to get out this damn house, and I am. But you guys being so understanding and honestly talking about it is making that easier in my real life as well on here. Because now I'm getting to the point where I'm getting back to where I can give my opinions, my perspectives, and not worry about being so vulnerable that somebody's going to attack me. And I'm a mess behind the scenes, I'm getting my groove back to where I can do that, and I'm ready for that. So I wouldn't say I deep dive into these kids, but I get close enough to the people that I need to and talk to them to where they really do help me paint, even the ones that come at me, bro. Y'all help me paint a very good picture. And so yeah, I feel like I'm at a good spot in a lot of them to be able to do that. So that's what we're going to do. So speaking of, also in my downtime. Hi, Crystal. So in my downtime, I was supposed to be doing a lot of traveling, and, we started talking about, that's when I, honestly, a lot of families were like, what, do you have something that people can, if they want to help support you? And that's what it was for. And that's when it came out. And then I was a nut job and I can't leave my house. So I started thinking about, Tennessee has this amazing billboard going on right now. Okay. And, it comes up, it comes down, it comes up, it comes down. And not just Tennessee, but just speaking, wouldn't it be nice to keep that billboard up for like a solid month? I'll have to go back and look at the exact amount, but I think it's like $200 and something, like 43. I figure we rounded up to 300. Because not only for Tennessee and their billboard, But, I have Diana's family who's done everything. Katie's family who has they have had help. But in the beginning there, I mean, she literally, like I said, she walked out the door and vanished. It would be nice to have a billboard. Karen Bodine, her daughter pays for, and she has help and supporters, but she had a billboard right outside of Jim's house. And that's where her mom was last seen. And, and the time she can't afford to have it up, it's got to come down. I would love to say, hey, you want to get that billboard back up? Here you go for a week, Diana, yeah. I mean, Leon Baker, his family is in Hawaii, y'all. And he went missing out of Las Vegas. That's hard for them. I would be like, I would just love to be like, let's get a billboard up right outside that damn hotel he went missing at. Here's enough for a week. I would love to do that. So, like I said, Friday when I was gonna come on, I'll show you guys this real quick before I get to I took this right when I got my t-shirt and I sent it out because I was so excited. I mean, y'all, I had my makeup done. I had my hair looking good. I was ready to come up here and do this then. And I fell down the stairs. Well, me and my son fell down the stairs. He went sliding. Oh, it's a little slow. There we go. He went sliding. I fell. And, but anyway, I took that. My shirt came. I was so excited. Oh, where'd it go? Sorry, I think it's because I actually have the Gainsborough recording up in my background. Everything's going so slow. So I have them, everything. So what, all those names that you see here, if they need a billboard, if they need to, some type of awareness, I would love to offer that to them. So that's what I have been working on. I got my t-shirt. It is amazing. It is soft. I like it. I love it. I like the fabric. And it's here. I did change the style around a little bit and companies, but I really like this company. They just had more to offer. Now everything is set to, let me see here. I'm going to share this, right? I'm getting the hang of it, guys. I really am. Is it coming up? All right. Okay. So no matter what anything costs here, I have it set to where my profit would be 5 and some change. So when you buy anything from here, it doesn't matter what it is. Let me come here real quick. Oh, hold on. Let me take this away. It doesn't matter what you buy. The profit is 5 and some change. Whatever that price drop is, so it got me in that $5 range. That's it. So no matter what you buy, so I want to take that profit, and that's what I want to use to give Tennessee their month, to take all these names that you see on the back of these. Oh, it's going so slow. Sorry, you guys. And that's where it's going to go. I want to take that money and I want to give it to them. Where is... Now, a lot of them do not have the names on the back. I kind of made it to where, if you want a t-shirt with the name on the back, you each can get, men and women, a t-shirt with the name on the back. The hoodie has all the names on the back. But like stuff like this, I didn't know if it would with the names on the back and these little tank tops. And of course with the leggings, that's why I switched this, because they just had a better variety. But the t-shirt, the hoodie, the main things have their name on the back, and the ones that don't, I kind of made it to the ones that want to rep the names, that know these stories, that somebody asks them a name and you can tell them a little bit about it, or the ones that just want to, rep. I have cups with TC Spotlight. Somebody asks you about it, don't tell them about me. Tell them, go check out the stories. If you know a few of the names, tell them about the names. So there's a little bit different for anybody. There are like the long sleeve, they don't have the name on the back. If you guys want them on the names on the back of all shirts, let me know. I just figured there'd people be out there that just kind of wanted a more casual, hey, what's TC Spotlight, and send them to the interview, send them to the page, send them to the channel. But I created it in mind to where I know that when you're out there, you're walking billboards, and I don't want you to be a walking billboard for me. I want you to be a walking billboard for them. So, but yeah, anything on here, the profit is $5 and some change, and that's what I wanted to go to. I've talked to a lot of different families, and they know that I have been trying to put this together to do. I have been wanting to make a donate, and it just hit me while I was here. Why not? I mean, they have a whole billboard up now. I wonder, I'm going to reach out to the lady that does the billboard. I have it posted on the channel and the community tab and on the Facebook page, who to reach out to if you want to donate to it as well. But that is what I want to do with this. I want to, all of us together, we have done so much. I know it doesn't look like it right now. I haven't been able to talk about it, but that's what we're starting now, is we're going to be able to talk a little bit about the things that we haven't, because you guys have helped that too. And you guys deserve to know. The families we all have been talking about, a way to if you want to support and have something to commemorate this, because I'm telling y'all, it's about to get, I have a feeling in my bones, a lot of these cases are about to have some answers, and that's what we can hope for, and that's all we pray for. And right now, we have at least created the movement for that to happen. So, and it's not just them, it's not just me, it's all of you guys too. So if you guys would like something, so we all, decided on this would be something good, and then we can use the money towards amazing things, you guys, such amazing things. So yeah, Gainsboro, we have some shirts for you. When the parents said, hey, that would be awesome on a shirt, can you put that on a shirt? Yes. So I made a sticker. We have Aaron's up here still with his Rabbit's Army. He has, sir, I made a sticker for them too, if you want to put it on your car. The t-shirt. Yeah. So no matter what you buy here, that's what we want to do. I want to make a huge, I want to pay for a whole month for the Tennessee billboard. And I want us to be able to reach out to all these families that I have had on here personally, that I've had, time to talk to and really go over things with, and figure out, what can we do to get it out there more. Private investigator, it's just not limited to the billboard. If they, Diana, I really think that I would love to help them be able to, they want to take it out of Imperial's hands. And that, when they go to say so, well, Imperial has to give us permission. And yet to this day, I was just talking to Diana's mom last week, they still don't have permission, but they're still not doing anything. And if you're not doing anything, why the fuck not hand it over then? That's how I feel. That's how they feel. That's what we're trying to do. So, They have done everything. They have gone out there and searched a little bit. The Ellie on their account went out to Diana's house, left all of her phone, her purse, everything there, and then left. It's crazy. So whatever they need, there, work together and figure out what would be best for each individual story that we hear. I would love to do that. Spend a month raising, or as it comes, give it out. I don't know how we want to go about that. Every time we hit a marker, hand it out. But yeah, that's what I've been doing in my downtime. My Memorial Day weekend, I was very stiff. I cannot move. I was trying to come on here, and I'm very animated, as I feel more comfortable because of, y'all are awesome. Y'all are awesome. Very much. When I did talk about a little bit of my past years, I've had such an amazing outreach of people coming and saying, they've just felt comfortable sharing pieces of their life with me. Just a little of that I talked about. So, I'm really fixing. I'm gearing up to go tell it all, because if it helps people just speak. They say, well, it's not the same situation, and I know it doesn't have to be. If anything, I've learned here with these families, they don't expect you to not understand because you haven't lost a child or they're missing. They know damn well that you've experienced the same feelings, maybe not to their depths in your life, that you can relate to. And I think in their position, that's awesome. I think that can be said in a lot of areas, mental health, and a lot of areas. You don't have to be going through the exact same thing to feel a lot of the same feelings. So I think I am going to actually come on, and if it helps, I know it's helping me. But if it helps others, go up there and tell their dirty little secrets, as we like to think they are, then that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go on M's Mad World channel. She deals with a lot of that stuff. So I'm going to go on there and talk about it. But it's really just helping me be able to come up here and be myself. A lot of people are like, well, what if I say the F word? And I never really realized I had closed myself off, disengaged so much in those areas to stop people from attacking me. It's crazy out there, y'all. But I have my opinions. I won't go there. I don't go there. If I wanted to go there, I would have went after my ex-partner. You can choose not to. That's just all I have to say about that. A lot of energy goes into that, and you could be putting that energy and deep diving with that same amount of energy into other cases out there, if that makes sense. And that's all I have to say about it. But I'm not so worried about, my dirty little secrets out there. So now I feel like they ain't got shit on me now. But I never realized, I say the F word all the time. That's my favorite cuss. That's my son's favorite cuss word. But I never realized that that's how I was coming off to people. Like, if I call you bitch, we close. Like, that's just the type of person I am in my personal life. I think I just came up here trying to be too professional, too whatever, on top of not wanting to get attacked. But I'm stronger now. I feel like y'all are helping me come up here. Y'all want to hear it? I'm going to give it to you. I want to give it to you because the shady shit that goes on in these investigations really need to come out. So what I've done is, like I said, I'm going back. I'm writing everything down. Boom, boom, boom. I've been scatterbrained. I understand if a lot that's out here has been scatterbrained. So that's why I'm really going to start sticking to what I have written down and elaborating afterwards. Talk, go over, and maybe it'll help. I think so. I thank everybody for sticking around. Really, really. But yes, you can say fuck. You can say the F word here if you want. And if somebody's going to get mad about it, they're not in the right place because a lot of these families are fucking pissed. So I'm going to let them talk about it. And if it comes out scattered, we will break it down from here. I'm all caught up. I just need to get them out. And that's how we will do it from now on. Interview, recap, interview, recap, interview, recap. So I have to come back on about Jay Clemens. I got a whole video on that. I have an article I want to go through on the officer's disciplinary, one of 8 of that officer's disciplinary actions. I have it all ready to go. Everything's all lined up. Like I said, I've had a lot of downtime. Yeah, so that was always the goal. That's what we're going to do. I have a few families that, they kind of want to come, but, they say they do and they haven't yet. It's scary. It's, we can all, so, some of them take time. And I hope that they do come. I hope that they deserve to have their side told. And that's what we do here. They just deserve it. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. I figured a good way to launch this would be to be able to give back to these families that we've heard about, help them in any way that they need. So if you are up for that, I will drop this. Maybe in the link or in the chat. Or you can go to my homepage, my YouTube homepage too, and you can, it's Walking Billboard merch. I think it's what I have it as. I don't know what to call it. I just put fundraiser for donations to families on the shirt. There we go. It should be in there. Yeah. Other than that, let me know how your Memorial Day weekend. If you're watching this, go back and watch the replay. Let me know. Mine was crazy. Like I said, me and my youngest fell down the stairs. I can move my neck. I don't know. If I want to look all the way back, like I look like I'm in an Exorcist movie, it's still a little hard. If I try to drop my chin down and touch my chest, it's still a little sore. But I can look sideways in both directions now. So it's getting better. So that was my weekend. I sat outside and played with the kids the best I literally just sat and watched them play all day. It was just a really, really laid back weekend, and it was awesome to be outside this house a little bit, to be honest with you. Yeah, but we couldn't do much. I think here in a little bit tomorrow, we're going to get, what is today? Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. My brother's off. They're coming over with all their kids, and we're going to roast marshmallows and the chocolate and the whole s'mores. It's been so long since I have really had a lot of people over, and that's what we're trying to do, is just ease back into things. So that's what we're going to do. and it should be fun. So, we're kind of doing a redo our Memorial Day a little bit since I couldn't move. I wanted to cook out. I wanted to do all kinds of things, but it just didn't work out that way. And I was super excited. I got my shirt too, and I like it. I like it a lot. I was so excited to come on here and show everybody. I sent that picture to one of the ladies that I talked to, that helps me out on the page. And it was literally not too, right before it all happened. So yeah, that's a nice reminder. But yeah, like I said, you buy anything on there, the profit donation would be $5 and some change. And that's what I want to go towards the things that I want to just let it sit. I think a month would be good, or to do it as it I we can add up the cost for the billboard and as soon as but I would like to add, if we can, Tennessee pictures to that billboard. You know what I mean? Because it's in the 13th district, but we highlighted that bad boy so much, and so I don't know if we can add pictures too. But if not, shit, fuck it. Have personal billboards all around Tennessee, you know. Oh my gosh, that'd be crazy. That'd be absolutely nuts. But that's what I want to do. If they don't need a billboard, they need a PI. They need something. I know Karen Bodine, mom, she has evidence that needs to be tested, and they won't test it because they can't put Karen at the forefront of others. It wouldn't be fair to accept the donation. And that's the investigators on the case. They're in, and so what if we raise enough for a private team or whatever? We'd reach out. I would talk to them. I would make sure that, where do they need it, where it needs to go. I love you. So, it has to be said now. Where it needs to go. I've talked to them enough at the time to where, I know some of the things that they needed then. Kind of reach out, give an update, see where we could donate to. I think that would be awesome. And those are the receipts I'll be showing. Just so everybody knows. Those are the receipts I'll be throwing out. Because you should be transparent when you're doing things like that. And it's 100% going to them. Families have reached out. Because what's going on behind the scenes, But what we've created here in the time it takes, and they see, and I do this for free, and they've even said, you should be getting paid for it. But to me, in order to do that, we need, as a community, to do something for them first before I ever would even go down that road. You know what I mean? We need to make something huge happen for these families. And a lot of them, that's how it started out. But it turns out that we have went straight to the jugular vein, and they don't even, they don't really need it anymore. Things are really moving within the investigation, and we just said you went cutthroat. And they've seen a lot of the time, that we have take all the steps. We do cooperate, we do check, we do run down, we do try to get things, and eventually I do want to leave this house and go down to Tennessee. They all know that I am, it's coming, and that is not off the list. It's just going to have to get put back a little bit. So, future thing. So I don't really need it. I don't, yes, I've put in the argue, and this is why I'm saying that. They'll argue that, I've earned that. And my thing is I'm glad they feel that way. But myself, morally, consciously, personally, all of that, I need to see a billboard up there consistently for a month. I need to see Diana's face on a billboard, or her family to come and say, I have a PI now. Or, Katie has her billboard up, because we don't know what the fuck happened to that girl. I need to see that. I need to see that too. For the other cases, then their investigations moving, and there's hope for potential answers out of it. Yeah, that's another thing, but there's so much that needs to be done for the stories that aren't getting that right now. What else can we do to get to that same goal, that same level that these cases are experiencing? So we're not done yet. I'm not done. And when I feel like I'm done, then maybe we can talk about it. But yeah, we do. We spend many hours behind the scenes here talking and going over, and trying to go through the proper channels, and making sure that we keep everybody's privacy in the process. We do a lot of behind the scenes, and I do appreciate where they're coming from. And I'm not saying I don't agree. They do. We put a lot of, and not even leaving the house, but this is something I want to do. This has been my goal since I've started this page. That was my goal, was to be able to create a community that wanted to help do that. I want to come back one day and say, look at the millions we've been able to donate to these people that needed it at the time, and look where they are now because of it. Who knows? So yeah, that is what I created my line with that in mind. I know once you buy, you're going to go out there and have those names out there. You're going to be walking many little billboards. I want somebody to come up and, who's Jay Clemens? Who's Parker Morris? Who are all these people? That's the goal. So yeah, a lot of them are on board. I think we should hold it for a month. That way, when the end of that month we come on live and we make the we make the donations. They don't have to come on live. I'm not saying that that's a lot, but sending them out. I'll come right up here live on screen and send them out to everyone that it needs to go to. I think that it would be awesome. We've come a long way, and I hope that we go further, and I hope that you guys continue to stick around. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. So I think that is all I had to talk about. But I do want to hear about you guys' Memorial Weekend. I'm sure that I want to live vicariously through you guys, since I had to sit and do nothing. So tell me about them. Drop them in the comments. Let me know. I will be back on tonight. I'm going to come on and talk about Miss Katie Cawthorn. I'm literally going to stick to what I had. I figured the best way to do it is run through it, and then I can go back and we can, talk about the questions we have from it and see what comes about. Because I know my question has always been, is not even here, but anywhere, is where are Katie Cawthorn's friends? Where are y'all at? I know there's been like one or two. I mean, they haven't reached out to me or nothing. But even just, I miss you, Katie. Yeah, we'll get into it tonight. Because if it was me and my friends and they was silent, I'll tell you what, they'd be screaming. I mean, at this point, given Katie's situation, if it was my friends, anybody could get it. Anybody was a suspect. But they're just, it blows my mind. I hope that never happens to me if I go missing. yeah, that's my question, even, not even here on my, and I'm not just talking on my channel, I'm talking anywhere. Katie has a group, which I'll have tonight. All of that is in the description for the video. Um, anywhere. I'm calling you out. Come talk to me privately, on screen. Tell me you miss her. Tell me you loved her. Something. That's my biggest question. So yeah, we'll go over a lot of those details tonight. I have a lot of questions about 11. What she was last seen on the 1st, officially reported missing on the 11th. Just a lot of questions. So we're gonna go over it tonight. We're gonna break it down really slow. So I hope you come back, because it's very interesting. It's crazy. We know people don't vanish, and for whatever reason, that seems to be what's happened here. So I really want to take the time to go over what we do know about it. And hopefully because somebody out there knows something somewhere. You can't just vanish. So I will see you guys tonight. I hope you guys come back, and yeah, let's talk about Katie. I will see you guys later.